So I am right now trying to harvest these seeds that are coming off my hibiscus. Well, it was a hibiscus plant that I took it off, and I've labeled it here and put it in sort of like a Ziploc bag. And I'm just trying to take the seeds and open up the seeds and sort of dry them. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So here they are. And so what I'm going to do is I like to just take it and dry them. Well, I take them out, seed pods, put it here, and then put the little shell or husk in here, and then discard that. So I've been working on this for about an hour or two, just harvesting all these wonderful seeds that have just fallen off the plant. And look at this. Are these hibiscus seeds? See, I've just harvested like a huge bag full of these seeds, but I'm pretty sure they are hibiscus. So I'm going to put it in the freezer for the stratification period for these seeds, and just trying to show you what they look like. Here we go. This is like a real good up close of the seed, and you can see how each one has this beautiful seed development. And I'm going to take all that, and I am going to just deep shell all this and put the outer parts of the seed. Oh look, I missed one. I put one in here which should not be in here because there's seeds in here. So these ones here are the ones that I've just de-shelled. I've removed all the seeds from them. And that's what it looks like. Well, after I finish that process, I am going to put it in a Ziploc bag like this. And I'm definitely going to label it. And I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator, or freezer, for at least 10 to 14 weeks. For the stratification period for these seeds. And I thought I'd just give you a little update of what it looks like, what these seeds look like, and how many seeds you can collect in one handful. So I hate to see these seeds fall off the mother plant and just fall to the ground and not even have an opportunity to grow or germinate. I think that I like the challenge of taking things from seeds and sort of conserving it and challenging myself to see if I can actually get some plants off of these beautiful, wonderful seeds. Because if you love flowers like I do, then this stuff becomes so precious to you because you have wonderful seeds here. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and enjoyed that, and I'm going to put that in the freezer. Hi guys, in today's video I wanted to just show you some of the flowers that are still coming up. We are heading into the month of December, and with the month of December it gets fairly cold. And look at the few flowers that have survived during mid-December 2020. And I've got some daisies still coming up. Very different flowers that are still coming up. But here I've got some of my hens and chicks that are still growing nicely. But in today's video, I thought I would show you how sparse my garden looks. And what I want to do is I want to do a video of before and after. I've just gone into the garden. I started weeding, and right in the garden I've planted some these here are daffodils. So you can see all the daffodils that are multiplying and propagating through the years. And I've got a whole bunch of all that lined in the back here. And so what I want to do is I'm going to show you a before and after look of my garden. I am not a professional gardener by any means. I'm a little backyard home gardener, but I enjoy it. I have a whole bunch of Shasta daisies here that, see, they've just died down now, my Shasta daisies, and as you can see how sparse it looks. And then right in the back, I've got some more daisies that are just sort of still trying to creep through. And then right over here, I planted a beautiful rose tree. This rose tree I planted by seed, and it's always amazed me because the seed were around maybe this big. I planted in here about 4 years ago, and then after 4 years I got this. I was thinking I was going to get a small bush, but I got this magnificent, beautiful rose tree that blossoms every year for me. And then right on the side, I have a whole bunch of rosemary, and this stuff is really good. You can take this and dry it. And this is really good for salmon, chicken, pork chops, and it just gives a beautiful aromatic flavor to your cooking. I love it. It smells so nice. I wish you could just smell this, but it's just divine. So this is rosemary here. You can do lots of that. You can make rosemary tea or lemon tea. So right over here, I have been working on these hens and chicks. And hens and chicks are fairly, really good plants. When you see some of this dead, sort of dried out leaves, you can actually pull them out, and that will give you a healthier array of beautiful hens and chicks for the next season. So I'm trying to get this plant, I'm trying to revive this plant as well. This is a beautiful sedum. And I'm going to transplant that maybe sometime today into bigger pots, but it's actually surviving December. But the best part, you've got to see my garden in the back, because I'm doing a before and after. So let's do a before and after screenshot of how sparse the garden looks during December. See, not very lively. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my back. So here's a video. I have my crocosmia coming up here, and it's this red plant. Then I also have a whole bunch of roses here, and I have a whole bunch of clematis that comes up, but it hasn't come up. And then my rose bush, which is a beautiful white rose, it just blossoms, and it's just refreshing when you see the scent of the white roses that come up. See, this is the garden in December. And let's just have a look at, here's my tiny greenhouse I work from. And then here, I'm looking at some of the other plants that I planted throughout summer. This is lipstick. This is a really nice, beautiful plant. It's called lipstick, and I enjoy it. And right over on the side, so I have been working on this garden here. And as you can see, I had a whole bunch of hollyhocks growing. And then all of a sudden, all of the listeria from this right down the fence, the listeria, all the leaves dropped during the cold month of December, and this is what happened. So I think I'm just going to leave that as a ground covering for winter, so that when I do go and plant a few more of my, I have hollyhocks here. I can just go closely in and show you some of the ones that have survived. Here's one that survived. Here I've got some fennel that survived. And I'm going to show you some more of this one here. Okay, so I'm going to go in the back there because I've got some lavender that survived. Here's lavender that survived. And then right in the back, I have, let's just go back there. Okay, so right in the back here, I have a whole bunch of herbs that survived. So I'm giving you a before and after. And here are the herbs that survived. So I have some sage. This is all sage that survived. I have fennel that survived. And here we have sage that survived. And right there we got some Brussels sprouts. But I've got some basil in here as well. Lots of fennel. I'm going to show you the fennel that's on the side of here. This is fennel that actually survived as well. Let's get a good look at the fennel. All right. And then I started propagating for fun this summer. And I started doing a whole bunch of roses. Here are my roses. And I'm loving them because I did get some results here. See, some of them did make it. Some made it through. So I did get some success with the roses. A few more roses. And then over here I tried hydrangea this year. And you can see some of the hydrangea that did actually make it through. I've got a few more plants here that I was propagating. And then my greenhouse. I'm still working on some plants here. This is a tiny backyard greenhouse. Very tiny, but it works for me. And then over here, I've got some fennel growing. It's actually quite at a mature state now. You can actually smell the fennel, quite strong. And then I have rosemary here. This is a French lavender variety of rosemary. So it is a small garden that I've started, and I just wanted to give a before and after look at my garden during December, how sparse it looks and how I have to put some more work into it. Like, I have to really contain all this. It's just getting out of hand here. And I'm always working on a budget. So I do harvest a lot of seeds as well, as much as possible. I've got some right here. I've got, oh my goodness, I had poppies growing here. I don't know what happened here, but it's not looking very good because I don't know what this is. It looks like a weed. Okay, well, so that's the garden during the month of December. It's looking really sparse, and I really got to do some work because this rose bush, I definitely have to clip. I've got to clip this. I have to like prune it and clip it and just get it back to a nice happening rose. I kind of let it grow naturally. I do it on purpose. I don't want to control it. I want nature to take its course. I know it's scraggly right now, but I try to contain it a bit later in the season because it seems like it's just all over the place. But that's actually intentionally done. I wanted it that way. I didn't want to control this rose bush. But anyways, that's what it looks like. So it's very, very sparse. I have to like rake up all the dead leaves below it. And I'm going to put some work into this garden for next summer. And this is a before and after look at my garden during winter, how sparse it looks. And let's see what happens during